It was when Satan, God dethroned Satan to the earth. He went back to creation himself. He went back to where he created himself, where Satan was part of there. And he recreated something about himself. And that was where transfiguration came in. Satan was no longer there. So Satan never knew that God himself can transform himself to become what? A man. So when Jesus came to the earth, Satan believed he will never meet Christ. Because where he is dwelling, it is only flesh that can meet him. But spirit can't meet him there. Because he's the head of all principalities and powers. He's the head. Satan is also the head too, as Christ is also the head. Satan rules as a principality, while Christ rules as power of light. Satan rules as the power of darkness. Satan is also a principality. So, being a spirit being that was part of creation, why Satan went to the grave but only spirit to stay? He knew that the only thing that will have ability to come there will take flesh. Any spirit being that will come there will first come as flesh. Where Satan is living, the land of dead, human being that will go there as flesh, then change to spirit. Now, spirit itself that doesn't have the nature of flesh will never be able to go to where Satan is living. That was why when Jesus, God, Christ, wanted to come, he was coming to look for the dwelling where Satan is hiding. And Christ, knowing with all his infinite intelligence that unless he become a human, he will not meet Satan, then he now took a form of a man to come. Philippians 2:7, he submitted to the will, not because death can kill him. A man submitted himself to the will of death because there is a spirit he was looking for. That spirit that is disguided. He wants to meet the Lucifer himself. It was in the grave that Lucifer and Christ met face to face. It was in the grave they introduced themselves and they fought. When they fought, it was only two of them that was there. But Jesus came out alone. Lucifer did not come out. That was to show that he won. Somebody said, Papa, how did you know? He went to the man's house, finished the man and came out alone. The man could not come out to challenge him. He killed the man. He killed the spirit. That he went in like when Jesus appeared there, he met Lucifer and he said to him, you have been disguised as a spirit of death, you devil. He called him by name. Immediately he called him by that name. Devil now knew that this is Christ. How did the devil know he was the one? Go to, sir, when we read here, we go back to Hebrew. But made himself of no reputation. Taking the form, made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a born servant, coming in the likeness of men. My king is too much. I will serve him all the days of my life. My king is too much. Just certain. Satan doesn't know. He thought he knows much. My king knows what he doesn't know. That a God can come like a man. It was in the grave that Satan, the spirit of death, knew that man called Jesus was the Christ. He never knew on earth because it was the name he called him. He called him by his name. Immediately look at him face to face. Satan knew that nobody would have known him outside the Christ that was with him because he disguised on earth. 2 Corinthians 11:14.
And
no wonder.
For Satan himself
transforms into the angel of light. He thought when he comes like light, he changes. Satan, do you know that the agent of Satan doesn't know? They fear Satan because of the way Satan changes. Satan, before he formed his servants, he has masked himself. He comes with different look face. Those his servants doesn't know him. So when Jesus met him in Hebrew, go back to that Hebrew.
Hebrew 2:14.
12 in Hebrew 2:14.
Inasmuch then,
now inasmuch then,
as the children have
as the children has partake of flesh and blood, he himself likewise share
in the same,
that
through death.
That through death. Did you hear that English? Can you see it's on a journey? And he can only attend there through death. That through death
he might destroy him.
Who
has the power of death?
Who has the power of death?
That is the devil.
That is the